Back at it, back in it. Cody Hooper in the mother flipping building. How you feeling, big dog?
Never been better in my entire life. Take the words from my friend here, Bradley Gleason. Never felt better, never been better. It's all good over here.
We are right back in the swing of things. UFC is back in full action. Heavyweights this weekend. Tom Aspinall. Some people call him the undisputed. Some people dispute it. Say John Jones is still sitting out there. He's the real heavyweight champ. What's your feelings here?
Oh, we're getting right to it. I love it.
Not the matchup. I'm just saying.
Tom Aspinall is the best the UFC has to offer. The heavyweight division has never been more watered down. I like Tom Aspinall. He seems like a great guy. I think he's
Do you
probably
feel the cloud of John Jones hanging over this fight at all, or you think it's over and done?
no. There's the cloud of John Jones in the raindrops of Francis Ngannou.
Ooh, I
I
freaking love that, man.
I currently believe Tom Aspinall is probably the third best heavyweight that fights in mixed martial arts. He's great. He's good. He's incredibly skilled. He's got to be feeling a lot of pressure here, and I'm just not that sold.
Feels like we got a little sneak preview of your pick, but who knows? Ciryl Gane is taking on one Tom Aspinall. We also have a women's title fight, strawweight, Virna Jandiroba versus Mackenzie Dern. I cannot tell you, I've never been more jacked for a fight than that one right there. That is the title fight we've been waiting for, the title fight we wanted. Virna Jan versus Mackenzie Dern. Earned and delivered, baby. Umar Nurmagomodeov, Mario Bautista, Alexander Volkov versus Jailton Alemeida. Another heavyweight matchup that has some pretty high stakes. Aleksander Rakic, Azamat Murzakanov rounding out the main card. Banger after banger in Abu Dhabi or Dubai, one of the two. It is in Abu Dhabi,
There's
yes.
sand.
UFC
There's sand there.
321. But let's start with something a little bit more fun. We have done one, two, three, four, five, six episodes of this show right now, and I have a fun stat for you. I have our official records. I
Okay.
have our official fight records. I'm going to let you guess. There's been, and I'll let you know, we've had 30 picks. 30 picks. First card we did UFC Seattle. I didn't count that one. The first pay-per-view we did was UFC 314, and I've only missed one in between. I didn't count Seattle because Henry Cejudo and Song Yadong ended in an eye poke, but technically Song Yadong got the decision victory. And to be honest, I didn't know how that works, so I just left that card off. We're talking pay-per-views only, 30 picks. What do you think your record is?
I think I am
Let's
18
see
and
it.
12.
Damn, boy, did you freaking know? Have you been
Oh,
keeping track?
did
You're
I
18 and
clutch
12.
that?
You're 18 and 12.
Let's go.
That was pretty incredible. I'm not sure how you did that.
I had no idea. I had no idea.
A pretty phenomenal mark. If you had to take a guess at what mine was, what do you think?
Respectfully, respectfully,
You
I
keep
think
saying that, but I feel like it's not going to be respectful.
I think you're 11 and 19.
8 and 22.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, damn,
Oh
boy.
no. Oh no.
Like I
Cut the
said, you're
tape.
the smart one. I'm the fun one.
Oh, we're in trouble if that's the case.
You are picking at a 66% clip. I'm currently picking at a 36% clip, but it's all going to change this weekend because I got a good feeling about my picks. I got a good feeling about this card. And I pulled out one of my favorite tricks in the book, the coin of destiny.
The coin of
The
destiny.
coin of destiny. Only for
Ooh.
one fight
What
for
kind of
this
coin is
quarter.
that? Oh, it's a
Uh,
quarter?
it's a quarter.
It's brand
It's a
new.
quarter with a funny, yeah, it is a new one, 2025, and it's got the beautiful. Let
Oh,
me
don't
tell you
show
her
us the
name.
bottom of your head like that. Don't do that. Don't do that to
Come
yourself.
on, dude. Come
Don't
on,
do that to
brother.
yourself.
I'm gonna let it hang. I'm not scared. I just
I'm
got a
gonna
haircut
lose
today,
it.
brother.
Oh, it
I'm
looks
feeling
great.
good. Come on. Show some respect. And it's got some beautiful lady on the back. Can't see it, doesn't
Stunning.
matter. And then, of course, George Washington. Is that who's on this?
Is Harriet Tubman on the back?
It could no, I think it's some Indian lady. Regardless, the coin of destiny has been picked, and it came out only on one pick, but I needed it, and it told me exactly what I needed to know. We'll get to the coin of destiny later, but first we got to start off with Tom Aspinall versus Ciryl Gane, the main event of this card, and honestly, the only fight that I actually like Umar and Mario a lot. But those are the two fights that I look at this card and I go, those are the ones I want to watch. The rest of them, they are what they are. We got some freaking bangers coming up, so I'm not worried about it. But heavyweight action, the baddest men on the planet, 265 is the top of the weight limit. I don't think either of these boys are there. We got Tom Aspinall, who's been on a certified tear, a interim champion, a defended interim champion, now undisputed with the John Jones retiree. How do you see this one playing out with one Ciryl Gane, bomb fiend, the French madman Ciryl Gane? How do you see this playing out?
Quick note. Nobody in the world has as much pressure on them to perform as Tom Aspinall does right now. Because if he doesn't do it as quick as John Jones, as impressive as John Jones, look as good as John Jones did, everybody's gonna be like, this guy fucking stinks. And he's a really, really good fighter. You know, I like to poke fun and blah all these things. But he's a really, really good fighter and young and athletic. I think he's fighting somebody in the heavyweight division that's probably the only person more athletic than he is, and Ciryl Gane. I think the line's a little bit crazy, but Ciryl Gane does not show up in title fights. Give me under 1.5 rounds.
I love that. Line is minus 345 plus 275. I think there's a ton of pressure on Ciryl Gane too. Like you said, doesn't show up in title fights. He's had two of them. One against Francis Ngannou, lost that one. One against John Jones. This could very well be his last opportunity at a title shot. It seems like any time that there's no one to fight at heavyweight, and Tom wasn't there, I guess, yet, but he kind of just got shoved into a John Jones title fight. He's got the look. I mean,
Oh
he's a
yeah.
fucking massive human being. He's ripped. He looks like a monster at heavyweight. Um, and he kind of is getting that same opportunity here coming off of a Volkov fight. We'll talk about him later that I thought he
That he
lost
lost.
personally.
Yes.
I think just about everybody thought he lost. So another time where he's kind of just getting shoved into the position because, he's got that freaking great look and he is good. It's not
Yeah.
like Ciryl Gane is bad, light on his feet. He moves better. You talked about it. He moves better than a lot of other heavyweights. He's very athletic, but we're talking about Tom Aspinall here. This guy has been on a tear of all tears. And he said anybody that says they're going to take him into deep waters gets knocked out in the first round. And that's what I'm going to take. I'm going to take Tom by KO minus 120. I almost took it in the first round. I got too scared. I got too scared. I thought about taking it in the second round, but I think the KO is enough. Did you consider submission at all?
I did. I did, but I think Tom will avoid the submission because John got the submission. So I think he just tries to beat the absolute fucking brakes off him real quick and be like, "You had to submit this guy. I fucking knocked him out."
Is there really any credence to the if he doesn't do it faster than John Jones that means anything?
I think I mean, it doesn't have to be necessarily faster.
Like,
It
say he
has,
gets a second round KO.
it's not 2 minutes. Two
It's not
minutes,
2 minutes.
yeah, it's not 2 minutes. I mean, 2 minutes is a long time for someone like me, especially. Um, Ayo, but second round is a little bit crazy, you know.
Like, do you think
Like
that makes him look bad? Do you think people after the fact are going to be like John Jones would have whooped his ass because he finished it in the second round and not in the first?
I don't know if there's a way you avoid that. I mean, it would have to be under 2 minutes, and it would have to be something kind of spectacular. I think Tom Aspinall is gonna. I think he knows this. I think he's gonna get hate regardless, unless it's something spectacular. But yeah, I mean, if it's like late second round, I'm gonna be like, "What are we doing?" You know, like I
Yeah.
thought you were better than John Jones.
Average fight time is 2 minutes and 2 seconds. John Jones did it in 2 minutes and 4 seconds. So
Ooh,
over the course of 9 fights,
ooh,
Tom should get this done just looking at the history of
yeah.
it. But every fight's different. I feel like there's a chance that there's a Cyril just stays bouncing around. This again, it's his third title fight. I think honestly think he's going to fight kind of scared because of the pressure that's coming at him from Tom Aspinall. I think he stays bouncy first round, which, may lead to it taking a little bit more time to get into it, to get into him. But I think it all ends the same, and that's Tom Aspinall getting his hand raised and his first official title defense.
Right on.
Virna Jandiroba versus Mackenzie Dern. We got the line set here at minus 148, plus 124. Mackenzie Dern, the favorite here. This is a rematch. Happened about 5 years ago, a rematch between the two. Dern did come out on top there. Three
Close
round
decision.
bout, not five. Close decision, you're correct. Broke her nose. Vierna broke her nose in that fight with a nasty little knee as well. Um, Again, feels weird that these two are fighting for a title right now just because Zhang Weili is the owner of this division. With the way the UFC is operating right now, they're not really allowing for double champs. I think if there's ever a situation, you keep Zhang Weili at the top of this division just because past that it gets pretty freaking ugly. But we're getting a Valentina Shevchenko versus Zhang Weili fight, so we can't be too upset. These two ladies are going to be going at it. You know, if the UFC got their way, I'd say Mackenzie Dern wins this fight. But what do you think?
I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, Mackenzie Dern fits a lot. I don't want to say fits a lot of holes, but she does. She's an incredibly talented fighter. She can stand to bang. She can grapple. She's good looking. She's
And
a
she
good.
got that ass.
She do got that ass. Respectfully.
Respectfully,
Um,
of course.
Question for you: do you think this fight that both fighters kind of avoid the ground here because they know the other one's in a rather capable grappler?
I think it. I mean, over the course of 5 rounds, I think they're going to end there. I would say my only worry is that Mackenzie Dern sometimes gets a little comfortable on her back. She could lose rounds that way. I don't see a submission just because they are both these ladies want to be in the exact same spot.
Hmm.
And that's on the ground dominating. That's how Vierna's got to the top here. She's on a 5 fight win streak. That's how Mackenzie Dern, we know her BJJ accolades. That's where she wants to be. I think it's going to be hard to get a sub, but I definitely think grappling happens.
I couldn't agree with you more. I do think if the UFC has their way, I agree. Mackenzie Dern ends up on top, but Virna's no slouch, man. I mean, they both have fought the tough road to get here. I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, I think Dana's a little bit silly for not letting Zhang Weili keep her belt after everything she's done for the sport. She might be, if you take gender out of it, she might be the pound for pound number one in the UFC right now. I mean, that bitch is fucking incredibly good.
Yeah,
Um, I
I picked
do.
Tatiana Suarez. Oh my God. What a
Stop. You
fucking
did it to
idiot,
yourself
dog.
that time. You did it to yourself that
Oh
time.
my God. I picked
Um,
Tatiana Suarez.
I do give Dern the edge here. I just think she's more athletic and she's a little bit more of a traditional fighter. Just think she looks clean. Verna's a little bit kind of funky. I do like this fight to enter the decision. So I have the over at 4.5 rounds, which I know is plus around the plus 110 area the last time I checked.
I went straight for Dern by decision. I had the same pick first, but then I was like, I think Mackenzie's going to win this. I'm going to try to get a little bit more value out of it. So Dern
Hmm.
by decision, I got it plus 250. Uh, I also just thought that Mackenzie looked better on the feet the first time these guys fought, and Mackenzie's not really known for looking good on the feet. So that's says something about where Vierna's hands are. I get it was 5 years ago, but if you just think about the improvements that Mackenzie's made in that time on the feet,
Hmm.
I think we've seen a little bit more from her than we have from Vierna, and she's a dog. She didn't get enough credit for being a certified dog. There's been times where she's just getting the shit beat out of her, but she keeps on coming. So I like Durham by decision there, but should be interesting. We're going to get a new champion here. Might as well. The strawweight division is odd. I just want to look at it real quick because past these two, we're talking about, I mean, you got Tatiana Suarez. She just came off of a title fight loss. Yan Xiaonan already had a chance. She lost to Virna. I don't know. Amanda Lemos, same thing. Lupi Godinez is kind of coming up.
Shout out
I don't
Loopy.
know. It's an ugly division. That's why it's tough losing Zhang Weili, but she can always come back.
Hmm.
Past that, the other fight that I love on this card, Mario Bautista versus Umar Nurmagomedov. Mario Bautista on an 8 fight win streak. Umar Nurmagomedov coming off of his title loss to Merab. Feel like he's got a point to prove here. He's got Mario Bautista, who's definitely streaking right now, but has never faced the level of competition. Uh, it's hard to even say Umar because he really has had a pretty short stint at the top. Corey Sandhagen and obviously the loss to Merab Dvalishvili, but does feel like he belongs at that top side of the rankings just with the performances he had there. I think Mario Batista's best win is probably Jose Aldo after watching the Patchy Mix fight.
Hmm.
So, level of competition definitely hasn't been there, but you can't disregard an 8 fight win streak, a bad motherfucker in and of himself. How do you see this fight playing out?
Yeah, I think Mario's getting pretty disrespected here. The line's kind of wild. Mario Batista is an incredibly complete fighter. Awesome on the feet, can grapple, has good jiu-jitsu in his own right. If Mario Batista won this fight, I wouldn't be shell shocked. I would say,
Yeah.
hey man, he's red hot right now, and Umar's not. Umar's lack of activity has been a big thing. Um, and Mario's definitely been active. However, I do like Umar by submission here. You just can't. I mean, dude, he's Russian. The only person that can hang with Russians is Marab. I think he wears him down
Georgians.
here. That's unfortunate. I really like a lot of what Mario's doing.
Yeah, I do too.
I mean, bantamweight is just a fucking brutal fucking scene. It's absolutely insane. I do like Umar by submission here.
Yeah, minus 650 plus 470. That's a wide line, but I tend to agree with it. Umar by decision is what I'm picking, minus 165. You took him by submission. You think that gets done early, late? What are we feeling?
I think probably late. I think Mario at the end is just going to be, swinging for the fences, and you can't fucking do that
I
against
believe
a
he's only
Russian.
got subbed once. That was Corey Sandhagen quite a while back. But yeah, we're talking about Umar Nurmagomedov here, and he does have a. I honestly think the exchanges on the feet are going to be fun too. Umar's got a snappy little front leg that he likes to flick out there.
Hmm.
Mario Batista did indeed Corey Sandhagen armbar back in 2019. His only other loss, other than that, was Trevin Jones by KO.
Shout out Trevin Jones. What's he doing now?
Let's not talk about it. Mainly because I have no fucking clue,
Me
but
either.
he's somewhere out there.
He's out there probably, most likely.
New entrance into the bantamweight division. Did you happen to see Charles Jourdain
I
this
did.
past week?
Oh, I didn't watch the fight, but I knew he was in the bantamweight division. That means a wild man.
Switched over into the bantamweight division, flying knee into a guillotine. It was fucking disgusting. Bantamweight division is kind of in a weird spot right now because of how dominant Marab has been. Do you look at this as a number one title fight, or do you think more has to play out before we can figure that one out?
If Umar wins, yes. Or if Umar wins, no. If Mario wins, yes.
The other fights that are coming up, obviously, we got Merab Dvalishvili versus Piotr Jan. Sean O'Malley's not booked. I've heard rumors of Song Yadong, heard rumors of Corey Sandhagen. I think you probably, just with the state of the division, you probably go Song rather than Sandhagen just to give an opportunity. Say Song wins that to
Hmm.
maybe get some fresh blood in there. If you go Sean Corey, you're just throwing him right back into a rematch, but that's also a banger of a fight. I wouldn't hate seeing Sean Song early and then maybe Corey Sean White House time. That'd be pretty freaking sick. Try to get
That
those
would be.
guys stacking up at least 2 wins before they get back in that title picture.
Mhm. They're
But
really pushing Peyton Talbot train right now. I mean, he's getting a huge step up in competition, so I'd love to see, kind of how that plays out. And Peyton's obviously an incredibly talented prospect, so we'll have to see.
Yeah, I got that one on the back burner. We'll talk about that on the at the back end of the show because there are some major fights that have been announced. Now we get into another potential number one contender fight. That is Alexander Volkov versus the one and only Jailton Almeida. Again, heavyweight division similar to strawweight is pretty thin.
Hmm.
You're looking down the line, you go, who the fuck? Like past this fight, the competition is pretty meek. That's why it was going to be so nice if John Jones stayed in the division and we got that fight because it at least allows some contenders to be built up. But this, for all intents and purposes, is the number one contender fight. Alexander Volkov coming off of the loss to Ciryl Gane, loss to Ciryl Gane. Jailton Almeida, I believe, has put one or two together since losing to Curtis Blades. Alexander Volkov, 6'7", massive motherfucker. Jailton Almeida is kind of a one-trick pony in the heavyweight division, but he does it damn good. Take you down, submit you, put you on your ass. He's had quite the tear. He's won two, Alexander Romanov and Sergey Spivak, since they're losing to Curtis Blades. Who's coming out of this fight? Who's our next contender at heavyweight?
Yeah, I'm losing you a little bit. You're kind of frozen on my screen. I don't know if I'm frozen for you.
No,
Um,
you're still talking, but I do see that I'm frozen.
okay.
Hopefully, can you hear
Oh,
me?
yep, we're good now. Yeah, I mean, you broke it down incredibly. I do give the edge to Alexander Volkov in this fight, just based on experience, based on he's a fucking specimen of a human. He moves like molasses in January, but he still punches people in the face somehow. I don't know how you can't dodge that shit. It's going incredibly slow. But he gets it done.
And the dog in this fight.
Yeah, I do like Alexander Volkov. I'll just take him plus 175. I think this one goes the distance. I don't know if I mean, Alexander Volkov is an incredibly well-rounded fighter in his own for himself, and I do like, the plus money. I always like that.
I struggle with this fight a little bit because my initial take was Alexander Volkov. I think he's the better fighter, more well-rounded. He's got good submission skills. He's, obviously tall and long. I think it's going to be harder for Jalton to get in. He's got a snappy little jab. And just the reach advantage that he carries is pretty substantial. But I just couldn't get over the fact that I just kept seeing Jalton grab him and shove him on the ground. I think he's so lengthy that that may be a problem. He's got long extremities. I kind of, God, I don't know. I went so back and forth on this, but I picked Jalton plus 140 by submission. I'm going rear
Ooh.
naked choke, second round.
Oh.
But I could see an armbar flying out as well. Who knows? Anything could happen. Just got them
Anything could
long
happen.
extremities, got that long neck. I'm just thinking
Yeah,
about
he
that long
does.
neck, getting an arm under there. I
He is
mean,
three
come
fourths
on,
giraffe.
bud.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Drago. I also just think it's more fun. Tom already beat the fucking brakes off of Alexander Volkov. You know me, dude. I root for fun. That's all I do. So at least it gets some fresh blood. I Jothan's not a big dude though. I'm surprised that he has done as good as he has at heavyweight. I kind of feel like if he really wanted to make a run, he'd move down to light heavyweight, but that is what it is.
Heavyweight's ass.
Yeah. Rounding out the card, certified fucking banger. Big fight feel. Alexander Rakic versus Azamat Murzakanov. I'll be
Oof.
honest, I didn't know much about Azamat Murzakanov. UFC posted a video of him. I don't know. It was like basically pretty. I think it was pretty much all his fights. But dude's got some crispy little hands, dude. He's 15-0, 5-0 in the UFC. Four of those by KO. Small for the division. He's 5'11", going up against 6'4", I believe, Alexander Rakic. But crispy little fingers, dude. Did you know much about Azamat Murzakanov before this fight card, or you just learned about him here?
I can't say I'm too familiar with most men's fingers, but I
Crispy
do.
fingers, dog.
Oh, crispy, you're right. I know a fair amount, and I saw the same video. I can't say I'm incredibly familiar with this game. I do like him in this fight. I mean, he's just riding an awesome streak. But my pick is going to be under 2.5 rounds. I think the card starts off with a bang. Because usually UFC cards do when the card is a little bit lackluster. Oh
The
fuck! I
coin of
forgot about the
destiny came
coin.
out for this one. The coin of destiny came
Oh,
out for this one.
oh, oh.
Everything in my soul was saying as Azamat Murzakanov by KO. The coin of destiny told me otherwise. Rakic by decision.
Oh,
That is
okay.
the official pick of the coin of destiny. And I tried to, sometimes I pull out that coin. If I don't like its answer, I'll flick it again. I'll go best two out of three. Sometimes I don't always listen to the coin of destiny. We go best two out of three. But the coin of destiny, I gave it one roll. I said, should I pick Azamat or Rakic? Came up with Rakic. And then when I finally had the line set, I had Rakic set. I had him by decision. I asked it again, because I'm trying to get that reroll. My heart's still telling me Asma by KO. I said, should I go decision or should I change it up? It gave me the decision. So we landed the coin of destiny. That is the lock of the week. The coin has
Oh,
never lied to me. Lock of the week.
oh.
Rakic by decision. I feel bad for you because you picked what? What'd you pick? Under 2.5?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. I can't even imagine not having Rakic by decision right there on the lock of the week, the coin of destiny, the absolute certified, guaranteed hit. And you know my betting record. When I say it, I mean it. And when I get it, I do it.
Yeah, I mean, all of those are true facts. I mean, going up against the coin's pretty intimidating. The coin has the chance to be the only undefeated person on this show. So shout outs to the coin. Good luck to the coin. Shout
Tis the
out.
main card. Anything else you found really fun on this card? I like Nazareth Hackprass versus Quinlan Soukid. Quinlan's a little Australian dude on the rise. I think he's only got two fights in the UFC, won them both. Nazareth, obviously a longtime vet. A big step up for Quinlan, but I like the kid. He's 9-1. Anything else you saw on this card that you want to highlight?
No, I liked that fight. Other than that, I'm not really crazy about anything else. I mean, Nathaniel Wood's exciting.
Yeah, I saw Nathaniel Wood heel hook Walter Walker down there. I think he's got three straight heel hooks. That little crazy motherfucker.
Loves the
And
feet.
the
That
Walker
guy,
brothers are
good
on a
guy.
little bit of a run. Johnny Walker getting over Zhang Ming Yang. So it could be Walker's time of month, dog.
Yeah, I mean, as
Uh,
long as when the official asks him where he is, as long as he does not say in the desert, he should be fine.
that's a good point. In the desert, that was so crazy. That was Magomed Ankalaev, wasn't it?
Yeah. And
In
Dana
the
just being like,
desert.
we are in the fucking desert. That was an all-time clip.
Uh, BT Dub, back to the betting lines real quick. Last two cards, you went 4-1. Do you feel yourself getting over that edge,
I'm just
popping the
seeing
hump, getting to that clean 5-0?
I'm just seeing the game a little bit differently, clearly.
I
Um,
was 2-3 and 1-4 on our last two cards, by the way. The card
yeah,
before that, I was also 1-4. I do have 1-0-5 on the record as well.
yeah.
Oh God, brother.
Yeah. Dude, you keep doing it to yourself. I mean, kind of sounds like me on a Saturday night. You know what I'm saying? Um, Fuck. I 5-0 if you kick ass. I am, starting to root for you a little bit here. It's your
You
show.
know
I
what?
love I love being a part of it, but I'm starting to root for you a little bit
And
here.
I come in confident every week too. I
You
go,
do.
these are the picks, dude. I know it. I feel it in my heart.
You're
And
so
then
confident. I text
I'm
you, I
just
hate my
fucking
picks
wrong.
after every show. I'm like, I hate my picks.
This is the week. The coin of destiny. I have at least one right. I know that certifiably.
Yeah,
I
Coin of
have at
Destiny.
least one right. And I'm pretty confident Tom by KO as well.
Yeah, makes sense to
How
me.
crazy would it be if Cyril Gane wins? This is the real question. What a freaking
Shake some
wrinkle in
shit up.
time.
Oh my God. I mean, it would pretty much just John would be like, okay, if you want me to fight again, I'm clearly so much better than everybody. I need $1 billion fucking dollars.
Do you speaking of John Jones? Alex Pereira called him out after his last win. Do you like the idea of him coming back versus Alex Pereira?
Uh,
Heavyweight, no stakes on the line.
I want him to fight Tom Aspinall. That's probably not going to
He's too
happen.
scared, dude. You gotta fucking admit it.
I can't admit
If
anything.
Tom wins this, there's no chance John comes back for that belt. Even if he could be on the White House card against Tom Aspinall, he's not coming back.
Okay. I mean, maybe. Obviously, Pereira is a bigger fight for the casuals. I mean, it's just two bigger names,
It
or
is a
it's
bigger
just like
fight.
it's all this shit. Obviously, I'm taking my money. It's John Jones fight. I'll pay whatever.
Yeah,
I
it's either Pereira and John Jones or Pereira and Carlos Olberg. So pretty easy decision there.
Yeah, go ahead and give me Alex Pereira versus John Jones. Yeah, I mean, if those are my two options, I'll choose a gun in my closet. But we don't need to
Uh,
be talking about that. You know what I'm saying? I'm very excited to watch John Jones hopefully fight again. Regardless of who he fights.
and we got a lot of action actually coming in the welterweight division. We're going to talk about obviously most of them. Looks like 3 weeks from now at MSG. Three of those fights are on there. I don't want to ask you about the main event. We're going to save that for that card, but you got basically three runner-up fights. Carlos versus Leon. We got Ian versus Bilal and Sean Brady versus Michael Morales. Do you have a favorite to come out of that as your true number one next contender?
Michael's or Miles Morales. I think he is peaking at the right time. He's 25, I don't know,
That is a
25.
shakeup right there.
Yeah,
Michael Morales coming
yeah,
out of that pack?
yeah. I mean, okay. If I had to pick somebody that's not fun, Leon Edwards or not Leon Edwards, Lerone Murphy. That's
Back it
not
up,
as
back it up. There's a little bit of confusion here.
yeah. I got
Carlos
shook up.
Prates versus Leon Edwards.
Yes.
Leroy Murphy's not in this
Yep.
conversation.
Sorry, I fucked myself up there.
E-
Yeah, Miles Morales out as the number one contender of that pack.
So
Yes.
you think, regardless who wins the belt, you think out of those three fights, Michael Morales is getting the next shot?
Yes.
Wild take. I didn't see that one coming. I didn't see that one coming at all.
I mean, yeah, I'm not going to guarantee he's going to get the shot. I mean, there's more exciting fights to make, but I think Morales he's a
It
force,
feels like
man.
whoever, I mean, if UFC does it how they set it up, it's the most emphatic win of those three gets the shot.
Hmm.
Say, uh, like if we had to rank them right now, we're talking about Carlos Prates, Ian Gary, Sean Brady, Leon Edwards, Bilal Muhammad, and Michael Morales. I would say
Hmm.
Carlos Prates is probably the UFC's number one pick,
I
just
would say
from
Ian
star
Gary.
power. I have Ian as second.
I don't know. Carlos Prates lost not that long ago.
Yeah, but he's right back on track. He threw a freaking spinning
Yeah.
back elbow to the dome of Jeff Neal. And Ian Gary also
Yeah.
lost the fight before his last fight. He lost to
Yeah.
Shavkat. But regardless, I feel like
Yeah.
those two names are at the top. Behind that's
I really just
probably Sean
I
Brady, then Michael Morales, then I'd actually even maybe even put Leon over Bilal.
yeah, I don't think Bilal's getting a title shot even if he wins his next fight. I think he'll have to fight somebody else. I mean Ian Gary, obviously he has the most star power that we're talking about. I want to see an Ian Gary Shavkat rematch. That'd be pretty sweet.
Yeah, that would be pretty freaking sweet. And then you mentioned it earlier, Peyton Talbot versus Henry Cejudo. First of all, that was a fucking shocker, wasn't it?
Yeah, wild. I didn't know. I didn't even think Cejudo was going to fight again, and now he's
I
fighting
did.
Peyton Talbot.
Well, he did mention that this was going to be his retirement fight. So he said that
Okay.
on his podcast. And he also did mention unless he wins, and then he'll think about it.
I knew it. I was
uh,
like, no way if he wins. Absolutely not.
yeah, but he did say that. So It's always weird when you go into a fight expecting to retire. It feels like a bad. And I also think the UFC maybe had that heads up. That's why they made this matchup because it feels like a weird one. You just go, who can we match Peyton Talbot up? How about Henry Cejudo? It seems like if it actually is a retirement fight, they're looking to get over their next up on probably their biggest name in the bottom 15 of that division. 10 down. I think Henry Cejudo right now is 10th. Yeah, he's currently 10. Peyton Talbot, obviously unranked. Behind him, David Martinez, Rob Font, Vinicius Oliveira, Kyler Phillips, Marcus McGee. Any one of those fights, I felt like made more sense. And honestly, think in the bantamweight division, Henry Cejudo for Peyton Talbot is one of the tougher matchups he could have gotten. But excited to see how that plays out. Big freaking step up for Peyton Talbot. We'll see how far his wrestling games actually came, but a
They
big
just keep
size
giving him bad
discrepancy.
matchups. They just
Yeah.
keep giving him bad matchups. They're like, hey, Peyton, you fought that wrestler? Fight this wrestler. Ah, this one. Another one. And it's like, bro, come on.
But it's freaking Henry Cejudo. If he can get over that, he is officially swimming at the top of this division, which does start to become a lot more fun. Uh,
Yeah.
how do you just early prediction? You think he can get it done?
Peyton Talbot
OPT.
by knockout.
You see that?
hmm
I like
There's
that. I
no
like your
way
style there.
Peyton Talbot hasn't gotten so much better at wrestling. Since you have to know if you're Peyton Talbot, they're only going to give me wrestlers from here on out. The top of division's wrestlers, everybody in the fucking division, like that. I mean, top two besides Sean O'Malley, Corey Sandhagen can wrestle. Everybody has to know Peyton Talbot can't wrestle. So if I was him, I'd just be fucking wrestling all the time. I'd be like, cool, let's go to Penn State. Let's go to Oklahoma State. Let's go. I think he actually did some training at Oklahoma State. Let's fucking go somewhere and wrestle with the best wrestlers in the world and become good at wrestling.
And I actually saw in an interview today that that's what he said. That's all he's been working on for the most part. Obviously, he's got good hands, but he's just been tightening up that wrestling. And he said it's a great opportunity for him to show off what he's learned. And I made a video earlier last week or whenever this fight got announced. I really think 6 down, Davidson Figueredo down in this division are good matchups for Peyton Talbot even now. Um, and actually, I think I would pick him to beat Davison Figueredo just from a size
Ooh,
discrepancy standpoint.
he's a
Uh,
big boy.
and Davidson's small. He was a flyweight at one point. He had a fight with Montel Jackson a couple weeks back, and you could just tell won the fight, but the size discrepancy was giving him a lot of problems. It wasn't a very good fight. So I think it's going to be fun. If Peyton Talbot passes this test, first of all, you're jumping into a freaking stacked bantamweight division where it's tough sledding. Once you get past Henry Cejudo, you're looking at probably a Song Yadong, a Corey Sandhagen, you know, maybe a
That
Cheeto
division starts at
Vera, best case
that division
scenario.
starts at number 10. At number 10 on, those people in different eras or even at different weight classes possibly could be a champion at 10 on.
Yeah,
It's brutal. It's
freaking
fucking brutal.
crazy. That's all I got for you today, man.
Oh,
UFC
we're not even going to talk about
321.
one. We're not even going
Go
to talk
ahead.
about Ilia Topuria. I mean,
Oh,
Ilia Topuria
yo,
has been rumored to fight 17 different people.
well, tell me about it.
I mean, is he?
I know what it is, but tell me about it.
The last thing I heard is he hasn't signed the contract to fight Patty the Batty. That's what
Yeah,
Patty said.
uh, you sent me some freaking bullshit markup of him and Justin Gaethje. And you're like, oh, I fucking told you so. Ain't no way JG's getting the title shot, and you freaking know it, dude.
We'll see. We'll see. I
Here's a
mean,
telltale
we'll
test right
see.
here. Dana White, when asked, said that Armin Sarukian versus Dan Hooker is a number one contender fight. He would
Fair
not have
enough.
said that if he was planning on having Paddy Pimblett face somebody pre-fighting Ilia Topuria.
I
Like
think that
if Paddy
when he
Pimblett
said
Max
that,
Holloway got made, or Paddy Pimblett Max Holloway got made, that's also a number one contender fight. Agree?
listen, I agree. Also, when I sent you that, there was a bunch of chatter about it already being done. There was a bunch of chatter. It wasn't just that. That just looked cool. But also, I think Dana said that when Justin Gaethje, Ilia Topuria was all but done.
No, it was never a thing. It's rumored.
Yeah, there's a lot of rumors. A lot of times rumors
Justin
are true.
Gaethje is going to be sitting on his couch watching title fights, going, "Oh, I'll be next. Don't you worry about it." That's what he's going to do for the next three title fights, and then eventually he's just going to go, "Well, shit, I guess I'll retire."
I
And I
guess I'll
hate that that's the
retire.
way a Justin Gaethje career is going to end because a savage, and he deserves
Savage.
big fights. He deserves big fights. He does not deserve a title fight.
Maybe Justin Gaethje, Charles Oliveira, 17.
Yeah, I don't know what you do with Justin Gaethje, to be honest with you. If he's really, I mean, we're looking at Armin Saruki and Dan Hooker. I hate to say you make them the loser